It is finished. These are the last three words anyone would hear Jesus say. It happened on this cold, dark, rugged Friday.
You see, people would assume that this was the end, but a new day would start. The hardest day would just begin, and that day is Saturday. That day was filled with mourning and it was filled with grief. Knowing that their friend was gone, the disciples stood there in disbelief.
And as each hour passed, the pain surpassed the last, reminding of every whip and lash. As the cat of nine tails tore his flesh, the gnashing of his teeth with every painful lash, the breaking of Jesus' body like glass. Wooden spikes thrusted into his skull, blood dripped down his face. To nullify the price, the cost that was so old, he took it willingly without a sound, silently.
Nails driven through tissue, muscle, tendon, both hands and feet fastened to a tree, bloody and beaten. Oh, the pain, not only the separation from the Father, but the stain of sin. But it wasn't until the sun came up on a Sunday when their pain, fear, and doubts would all go away. You see, when they discovered that empty grave, they understood that his story was about to be made.
Because it wasn't the end when Jesus said, "It is finished," but what he was trying to say is that sin is diminished. Then you don't have to carry this weight on your shoulders because the dead man will rise and move that boulder.
To conquer the very thing that separates us from God, which is death itself, so that we could be living our best and holy self.
See, the devil, he thought that there was a period when there was actually a comma, because Jesus said, "I'm not done yet." I came to fulfill every single debt, and he didn't want you and I to forget that he chose the hardest choice. So why be sad? Why not rejoice? Rejoice, for he is risen, no longer captive in your own prisons.
Rise up from every shackle and rise up from every chain, because the blood of Christ is running and pumping through your veins.
And only one thing remains. It's not about what Jesus did.
It's about what Jesus has done. We're living in a story of victory, and good has now won.